Oh, I should have the light on. Let me turn it on. Hi, my beautiful queen, or a few royal men that listen in. So, welcome to Tuesday Tea with Evelyn. Today, I am actually sipping on another Christmas one. It's actually called Christmas, but it is a little bit more floral than I would love it to be. So it has some biscuits in here. So I made my iced tea today. I mean, it is Christmas in July. I was trying to get my light on. Let's see. I got my Christmas tree up today. Got my Christmas pajamas on today. Yeah, there's a little bit of light. I don't know if you can see it very well. But anyway, welcome to Christmas in July. This is really kind of a continuation of what we talked about last week because I have been in great dialogue with a few of you through text messages. By the way, it is totally okay to put your comments in below because really that helps the algorithms and it helps the videos get out to more people. And so I get to help even more people to live a real life and carefree life. So love, love, love for you to like this, to comment here. I totally don't mind that you text me. That's totally fine. And also to share the video if you find value in this. And so this one, we're going to talk about what happens if you don't have that luxury of slowing down. Last week, we talked about the, when you're too busy but for different reasons, like we want to be seen or we want to feel validated. We want that value. We want that recognition. So today, like what happens if, I am so busy, but you don't have the luxury of slowing down. So sit back in, grab your drink, whatever it is. Like I told you what my tea is. You can even tell us below, like, what are you sipping on? Is it tea? Is it coffee? Is it a smoothie? Is it wine? Maybe you're listening to it later, or a margarita or whatever. Tell us what you're drinking, or simply water. That's a fabulous choice. We all need to hydrate well. Okay, so let's talk about this. What happens if we are in our era where, because everything's an era, everything's is stages of life, everything's a chapter. So this is your chapter of life where maybe you have young children that are hanging on you all the time, and they really just need you because mama, you're hearing that all the time. You don't have a break. It's like I can barely get to the bathroom. What if it is a very demanding job? I mean, you got to have a job. You got to pay the bills, right? Maybe it's a job that's demanding. Maybe you're caring for an elderly parent or someone who's sick for a season, or maybe it's a spouse. I know a few of you are taking care of a spouse, which is why I did a series a couple of years ago called Caregivers Matter Too, because we got to take care of ourselves as well. So how do you realistically show up when you can't take any of those things off of your plate, right? All of those are important. So I hear you. Honestly, I'm in that stage too. So I can share some things and some tips that I do, but we get in that space from time to time. If you're not in it yet, you may be going through it later. So this will be a really good opportunity to listen in, because you just never know where life is going to take you. So if your season is full, it doesn't mean that you have to lose yourself in it. So what happens when you can't take things off of your plate? The key is to anchor yourself throughout the day, and not by creating a perfect schedule, because you can, and you have to also be flexible, because life gets in that, especially if you're in the caregiving mode, it's not the same every day. The structure is not there. So but you got to have those little pockets where you get to be present, where you get to give yourself self-love. And so here's a few things that I do. Like, number one, it's so important that you start the day by giving love to yourself. And so, like, what does that mean for you? For me, I like to start my morning with my exercise routine, because I know if I don't do my exercise in the morning, it's not going to happen. I tried like, oh, okay, I'll take care of this first. I'll take care of that first, and I will get to it. It just doesn't happen. A few years ago, it did. This season, it doesn't. It just doesn't happen. So I like to start my day off with my exercise because I know I've done at least one great thing for me, for my body, for my self care, for my aging well process, for my health, for my mindset. I mean, exercise is so great. Now, that may not be how you want to start your day. So you want to find like, what is it that I want to make sure I get to before I take care of anything else. So like before I'm getting taking responsibility for other people, I'm getting my exercise in. And maybe I'll get my devotion in too at that point if I have time. If not, I know that's still going to happen. So maybe that for you, maybe that's reading. Like maybe, like, oh, I really love to read. I haven't been able to get to my books. Maybe this is how you kind of start your day. And maybe you don't have like 30 minutes or more. Like I try to do a 30-minute workout at least. Sometimes it's 40, but sometimes, to be honest, sometimes I can only squeeze in 15, and that's good too. The thing is, I show up for myself. And so I want you to find what is it that's going to give you joy? What is it that you want to make sure that you get to? Reading, a devotional, exercise, whatever that is for you. Maybe you can schedule that a little bit earlier in the day before you're taking care of all the other responsibilities. Before maybe you need to get up a little bit earlier. I mean, rest is so important. I know the importance of sleep and rest, but if you can get to bed a little bit earlier so you can get up, and I'm talking like 15 minutes early, not an hour, just to squeeze in whatever it is that you want to do. Of course, definitely get your skincare in. I mean, no matter what happens, my skincare happens twice a day. That's always going to go in. But the skincare could be very calming and just kind of anchors you for your day. But you can also book in your day. So like that day, that morning for me is I'm going to get my exercise in. That evening, I'm reading something, and it's usually a nightly devotional. I got this wonderful devotional book. I have to show you next time. It's absolutely fabulous because it has two parts. Like a part you read in the morning and a part you read in the evening. I absolutely love it. So I read that part just before I go to sleep. So that's great. So whatever that is for you. The next thing is to stack your micro rituals into necessary tasks. For instance, I would love to just sit and watch a movie with the lights off, and I mean at home, home movie with the lights off, and just kind of totally relax. Well, generally for me, that's my time when I'm folding laundry. Maybe that could be for you, your time that you're listening to a podcast, or you listening to devotional music or inspirational music, or you're listening to talk ministries. I usually do that in my car as I'm driving. That's what I'm doing. But generally in the evening when I'm like, okay, I'm ready to wind down, I'm usually folding laundry. But, the laundry doesn't go for the whole length of a movie. So I just get that out the way. Then I can lower my lights and just have that relaxing time. So what can you stack together so that you are getting things done? Sometimes when I'm washing dishes, I'm manually washing dishes because the dishwasher is on the blink right now. So when I'm washing dishes, I'll put up a podcast and I'm listening and I'm learning something. So that's fine. I'm doing that. Another thing is, it's really okay to ask for help. I know we as women have a hard problem with that, but it's okay. I mean, honestly, this doesn't make you weak. That just shows that you are in it for the community. You are, just really, really strength if you think about it, because a lot of people have a hard time asking for help. So if you're asking for help, that puts you more at the top percentage there. So it gives you your strength that you are able to ask for help. So absolutely reach out to your community, reach out to your family. What can your children do? What can your spouse do? What can a friend help you with? So surround yourself with your community. You have a tribe. You have a tribe. And even sometimes that is just meaning I just need to vet. I need to just talk about something. I just need someone to listen to me so that I feel validated. So that would be great. Reach out to a friend. And don't try to be a perfectionist. This is not the era of being a perfectionist. This is an era of getting things done. Now, I'm going to tell you, as I would say, former perfectionist, I am learning to be okay with not trying to get it all. Also, being that A-type personality where I would have a list of so long, like all this gonna get done. And it's okay if it doesn't. One of the reasons I like having a paper calendar is what I don't have done that day, I can easily roll it over to the next day. I mean, yeah, you can do that with a digital calendar too, but I just find it wasn't as easy doing that with a digital calendar. But with a physical calendar, I'm able to see it and just move it over. And I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure that I get my priorities done. So if you have, maybe your day is like, okay, this day I'm only going to do 3 priorities. That's it. What am I 3? And really, I say that gently because really I remember years ago we had a missionary come to talk at our church, and he said, just what do you mean more than one priority? You can only have one priority. A priority is like that one thing. But think about the 3 things that you want, like your top 3 things that you want to take care of that day. Anything else that happens is bonus, absolutely bonus. So go ahead and think about that. Like, what are the top 3 things that need to happen while I'm busy with all the other things? I don't have that luxury of slowing down. My job's demanding. I got these deadlines to do. I got these big projects to do. I got the toddlers that are needing me. Maybe I'm caring for a sick person. And maybe, so you're busy. You're just so busy. So the top 3 things that you can do. And everything else, the top 3 things that it just has to happen or life falls apart. Everything else, I mean, it's just going to roll over, right? Okay. So then also create yourself some white space. Not every single moment of your day needs to be filled with something. Sometimes you just need a moment to just breathe, slow down, pray, have your tea, coffee, wine, whatever it is you drink, and just sometimes just being able to put your hand over your heart and say, I am here. I am loved. I am enough. And really learning how to live your life fully loved, because I'm telling you, my queen, you are fully loved. Even if you don't have people around you speaking that truth into you, you are fully loved by God. You are fully 100% loved. And I want you to live your life that with that reality that you really are 100% truly loved. Yes, you are enough. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment. It doesn't mean this is where it's going to stay, but at this moment, you are exactly where God has you to be. And so you heard that saying, bloom where you're planted. Wherever you are, you just be that best version of you until you get to be that next version of yourself. Okay. So we're walking through a full and heavy season sometimes. Sometimes, that's just how life will go. That roller coaster, that chapter, and one chapter closes, another one opens, and this heavy full season at some point will close that chapter and move into the next one, and it's okay. So please know that I see you. I'm praying for you. I love my community. I love to hear, like, what is it that you are going through right now. I mean, don't, if it's too personal, don't put anything here. But in the comments, just tell us, like, what is this season like for you? Is this a season that's full where you can't slow down? Or is this a season where, yeah, I got all this luxury time? Because we all go in and out of these seasons. You know, think about it. You were a kid, teenager, college years, your career, and then maybe going into a marriage and going into being a mother, and then an empty nester, and then, you know, your senior years, your retirement years, you know, caregiving years. There's so many things. So tell us below, like, what season is this for you, and let's build this community where we can support each other. As a matter of fact, we have a community here. My YouTube, I've just started it, so I needed to get in there more, but we have a community here. So I'd love to hear it. And then please don't forget to tell us down below, what are you sipping on? What are you drinking? All right, guys, I went a little bit over than I normally do. I try to keep this like 12 minutes or less, but I don't know, too much to say today. All right, I'll see you next Tuesday for Tuesday Tea with Evelyn. Bye for now.